It's almost green.
No, green.
It looks almost green.
It's not green. He thinks it's green. Yeah, welcome to Bitter Reality Brewing. We're doing 3 beer tastings. That's right, 3. So instead of wasting beer, because I hate to waste good beer, I'm pouring very slow ones, or low ones.
Yeah.
This is nice and carbonated. Mine had a little bit of head. It's already lost it. It's all good. Okay, so this is the 3 beers I brewed together. And we're gonna taste test them back to back based on ABV. Okay? So the first one is gonna be what I call the Stupid Lime Lager. I'm not gonna explain it. You're gonna have to go back and watch the first video. You're gonna have to see it. I brewed 3 beers, all side by side in Anvil Foundries.
Cool.
So, and why is it Stupid Lime Lager? Well, it's low ABV. It was supposed to be 4.8. Guess how high?
Yeah.
5.8. Maybe 5.3. I'm not real sure because I had 2 different hydrometers giving me readings and I got to figure out which
Regardless,
one.
it's over, so.
Yeah, regardless is over. So we're going to say 5.3 to be safe. Might be a little higher. But the reason it's a Stupid Lime Lager, which is super clear, very, very clear, I did add gelatin. I did add the gluten enzyme, I can't remember what it's called, from White Labs. I always do, just so I can share the beer to people who had gluten issues. But I used 9 limes of zest. So instead of using like 3 or 4 like most people, I used 9. Now they were kind of small, so maybe it'd be 4 or 5 to big ones, but yeah, so I used a lot. I still think it needs more lime. I'd go get a lime wedge out of the house, but it's raining really, really bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I got lime juice. Yeah, but we're gonna taste test it before we add lime juice, because Drew's probably gonna think it's stupid lime. I'm thinking I can go even more lime. I love lime, especially with chips and salsa. So here we go. He's never had it. I've been living on this stuff.
I'm going to reiterate, it's almost got a greenish hue to it. But
He thinks it's got a green hue.
it's definitely like yellow and like it's just the light passing through and some stuff refracting that's causing it to look kind of green to me. But
I see yellow, and it is a lager with corn. It's got corn in it.
it smells really good.
Oh, it smells amazing
Lots
to me.
of lime, yeah.
And as you get older, your senses get a little bit numb and dull. His are not.
It's like all lime. No
Yeah.
beer, it's all lime.
Hence the name Stupid Lime Lager.
Good Lord.
I love lime. I have an addiction, and I say this, kind of like sugar cookies. I can't tolerate sugar, but if I start eating really good sugar cookies, I can't stop.
It's like you took all the sour out of the lime juice and it was just the flavor. That was it.
If you get me eating lime, like I don't do margaritas because I would just go and want more margarita, salsa chips. I will literally go, I used to get a beer called Tequiza back in the day. It's been over a decade. And I would put lime in that, and I would have lime chips with salsa that I would squeeze lime in. And I would just be like limed out. Yeah.
I like lime too. I don't know if I like it this much.
So if you don't want the margarita, you can step on down and still get all the lime. Now, if you need more lime, and yes, I've done this a couple times already. That's why he thinks it's hilarious.
I don't understand.
I literally, for that much, I only need like 2 drips. But
I'll try it.
even better. Yeah, it's like you add some fresh lime, even though it's not. A little lime wedge would just blow it over the top.
I don't know if that made a difference. It's just straight lime.
And that's what I was going for. Stupid Lime Lager. Did I name it appropriately? I'm thinking he probably thinks I did.
Oh yeah, spot on.
Yeah, I wished I would have gotten it down to the 4.5, 4.8. The problem, and I didn't mention it during the brewing, was that some people had mentioned I should put a little bit of Emily's on the corn grain, and I did, and it just kicked the ABV way up because, of course, it broke down everything, the enzyme, and it blew it away. If you have low efficiencies, use a little Emily's, and not a problem. Your efficiencies will be through the roof. But yeah, very, very good. We're going to move on to the Saison, which was from WLP 561 White Labs, non-STA1 on San. It was a play on words, but you'd have to check the yeast out. Amazing yeast. We're going to do a quick taste test. It's going to seem like a fraction of a second for you. And we're back. Yes, this one is the classic Saison. I'm not going to say it's crystal clear. It's got a very, very, very light haze to it. Hold it
It
up
does,
here.
yeah.
Very, very light. Very, very light. And yes, I did put gelatin in this. This is just a classic Saison. I had to change up some of the grains a little bit, but nothing major. And like I said again, you want to check that out? You got to go see the first video. But classic Saison. I've already had a couple sips. I'm going to let Drew start. And this is sitting at about 6.4.
All right, we're getting back to beer. The smell here.
Yeah,
Less
I was
lime
shooting.
juice.
Well, and you think Belgian. You got a little bit of that bubblegum smell, a little bit, which I'm not a big fan of.
I don't get the bubblegum smell typically with that, but I get the flavor.
Yeah. I love everything about Belgian except that. Man-Made Mead just did a bubblegum mead, which I'm like, I haven't even watched the video. I don't know if I can.
I don't know that.
I love that man, but I'm not sure about that one. Not a fan. I don't chew gum. I'm not a bubblegum fan.
I'll chew gum. I don't want to drink gum.
Yeah. I've done Big Red. That's about as far as I go. Cinnamon. Or clove. I've had that. That's pretty good. So 6.4%.
Pretty good. I mean, I would like a little bit more of like spices in it.
And I don't remember the hops off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure we had some Saz. There's definitely some spice in it. The yeast is known for spice, but it's finished at 1.008, but it still has, to me, a subtle hint of sweetness. Just very, very...
Because I like that white pepper Saison so much. So
You like a little bit of burn.
yeah, but
And
without that though,
it's got a hint of spice without the burn.
It's got
Yeah.
a nice sweetness to it.
Yeah, the sweetness is kind of weird that it's got a very subtle sweetness, very subtle, at 1.008, so it's still very dry.
Yeah, it is very.
And that is one thing they mentioned about this yeast is that it should not finish out too dry, which some Saisons can go crazy. You can get down to like 1.004 or something stupid. So it's still kind of dry, just not crazy dry.
I like the finish on it.
But yeah, it's a classic Saison. It's just a great drinkable Saison. A good what I call first or mid drink because it's, like I said, mid if you're doing 3. Eating a lot of food. 6.4. Cheers, and we're moving on to the Belgian rye IPA that I had a problem with, and I'll explain the problem.
Oh boy.
And then we had another problem that I wasn't expecting that I don't understand how it happened. So,
cool.
a few seconds and we'll be right back. Cheers. This is the Belgian rye IPA, okay? It's, I don't know if I'm losing carbonation or what, but it was more carbonated the other day, but I didn't have it under pressure again, so who knows.
It's a nice rye color, I guess.
It's a little dark for what I was
pretty dark.
expecting, but that's okay. Here's the problem, okay?
Ooh, smells good.
I got a 7.6%, but I used Belgian Ardennes and it did nothing in 48 hours. It's the second time I've ordered it. I won't say who I ordered it from, but I ordered it during cooler months. It was dead again. Dead again. I will say, when I order from White Labs, everything comes super insulated, super double packed, double boxed. I don't want to order liquid yeast during the summertime, but I would risk it if it was 2 days or less from White Labs. Next time I order Weist, I think I'm going to take a chance and order direct from them and see if it comes packed better, because I'm paying for ice packs and things like that, and it comes dead. I'm not happy. Not happy. So yeah, next time I will order it from someone else and we'll see how it goes. So what did I do because it was dead? Yeah, I whipped out 134 Safel or Safel, however you want to say it, BE 134. Pitched that. I only had like half a packet. It kicked on literally within hours and started fermenting. Everything went really good. And then we had a problem.
This is the second problem?
Yeah, this is the second problem. So we're at 7.6 approximately, because I had some hydrometers varying between technically 7.4 to 7.8. We'll go with 7.6. It went all the way down 1.006, and I double checked that. Keep in mind, this was slightly under pressure, so it could have been off a little bit, but it's usually only off by like 1 point. So this is stupid dry. Stupid dry. But I did want it to be around 7.5 anyways, or in the low 7s, so 7.6 is fine. You let me know what you think.
It smells really good.
Yeah, the smell is really nice.
It tastes like it smells. It's really good. So, definitely get the rye at the end, yeah.
It needs more carbonation. I keep putting it I don't have it under pressure for a few
It does
days.
need more carbonation.
So I need more
The
carbonation.
flavor is really nice.
It's very nice. It's a little off in a sweet way, but I think it's due to the carbonation. I think if the carbonation was there, it'd be fine. Because it just kind of lays on my tongue instead of bubbling on my tongue.
There's a little bit towards the end, yeah.
But the rye is strong. I think it's about, I have to double check, but I think it was like 1.5 pounds or 2 pounds of rye total.
Got a good bitter to it.
Got a nice bitter. It was supposed to have a bitter. It's got some Saz in there. I can't remember all the hops. Gotta check out the first video. But it's a good, solid rye IPA. Do I wish Ardennes kicked? Yes, because Ardennes would have given me so much spice and all kinds of great flavors. I'm not a big fan of BE 134. I am a fan, less of a fan of 58. 134 I've only used once before. But this did really good. It kicked off with half a packet. It did its job. It went crazy on the dry, and the flavors are nice. So I would use it again. I definitely would use it again. I'm going to keep another packet for backup. I don't have one now. I'll have to buy another one as a spare. I always keep dries as backups to liquids because I don't trust liquids. Liquids do great, or they just... I have had a dry fail not too long ago, this year. I think twice, actually. So it's rare for dries, but that tells me it's been exposed to a lot of heat. And the dry that failed came in the same box with this. Yeah, it tells you a lot. So, but
well,
yeah.
Still, either way, nice rye to it, good bitter.
Yeah.
Needs carbonation.
I need to force carbonate it a little longer. It was the last to go into the keg on the carbonation, and I've been moving the CO2 around, and it's also sitting up on the lump in the keezer, so it's not as cold as all the other ones are a little cooler. Usually if they're up on the hump, they're about 3 to 4 degrees warmer. Not a big deal because it's going to really push that rye even more at a warmer temp. But if the carbonation was there, I think it would be just... Yeah, I got to get the carbonation there. Maybe it'll be my new go-to beer. Once I get the carbonation and I lower it down and get a little colder, it's probably going to be my go-to. I love rye. You either love it or hate it, and I love it. So talk to Pierre, Simple Home Brewing. Yeah, he's like, I learned one thing. I don't like rye. When we did our collaboration many years back, he was like, I don't like rye. I love rye. I got rye whiskey in the house. Come on, we got to have rye. But yeah, cheers. Thank Drew for joining us, although we got some free beer, and we're going to be drinking another beer here soon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're excited on that. I got to tell you, I have to check out that video. But yeah, cheers.
Thank you.